Life is a series of challenges. So that will come to you one after the other.
जी.
What makes us different is how capable and intelligent we are in meeting these challenges. The purpose of education, the fundamental purpose of any education is to make you free in thinking. We never believed that there is teaching is possible to anyone. Nobody can teach anybody anything. The only option is you need to learn it. So to become a learner, every student should become a learner. The students need to acquire a quality called seeker. So NEP 2020 is focusing on making every individual a successful person. See, out of all the students I have seen, probably I found Indian students are the best.
Okay.
We had a very strong Indian knowledge system in the past. Somewhere in between, our students lost that confidence to tell that we also had a great past. We thought that everything outside is great and ours is bad. But now they realize that is not the case. We also had a past.
कभी कभी कोई एक विचार, एक सिद्धांत पूरे जीवन की दिशा तय कर देता है, और जब ये विचार हो नेशन फर्स्ट एवरीथिंग नेक्स्ट, तो वो व्यक्ति सिर्फ एक शिक्षाविद या एडमिनिस्ट्रेटर नहीं रह जाता, वो पूरी विचारधारा बन जाता है. आज हम बात करने जा रहे हैं एक ऐसे विजनरी से जिन्होंने शिक्षा के क्षेत्र में न केवल रचनात्मक बदलाव लाए, बल्कि अपने लीडरशिप स्किल्स से इंस्टीट्यूशंस को ग्राउंड से खड़ा किया, पॉलिसीज को नई दिशा दी और शिक्षा में भारतीयता की आत्मा को जीवित रखने के लिए भी प्रयास किए. नमस्कार, आप देख रहे हैं वाईएमसी संचार और मैं हूं आपके साथ हिमांशी चौधरी. हमारे साथ मौजूद हैं प्रोफेसर डॉक्टर राजेंद्र कुमार अनायत, जो वर्तमान में हरियाणा सरकार में उच्च शिक्षा विभाग में OSD के पद पर कार्यरत हैं. सर को 40 वर्षों से ज़्यादा का शिक्षा, प्रशासन और उद्योग के क्षेत्र में अनुभव है. तो सर, आपका बहुत बहुत स्वागत है. तो बातचीत को आगे बढ़ाते हुए शुरू करेंगे सर की जर्नी में, जो सर के का मूल्य है या मूल मंत्र है उससे, क्योंकि किसी भी व्यक्ति की जर्नी की जब हम बात करते हैं तो ही हमें समझ में आता है कि एग्जैक्टली उस व्यक्ति के विचार क्या हैं. तो सर, मेरा पहला क्वेश्चन यही है कि आपका जो मूल मंत्र है नेशन फर्स्ट एवरीथिंग नेक्स्ट, इसमें ये जो विचार है, ये सोच है, ये कहाँ से और कैसे विकसित हुई?
ये विचार मेरा मन में पहले आया संघ से. संगठन में, राष्ट्रीय स्वयंसेवक संघ में पहले यही बताता है भारत फर्स्ट, बाकी सब लेटर. सो इसलिए भारत को भारत माता मानता है. भारत माता नहीं है तो हम लोग नहीं हैं. सो ये सोच वहाँ से ही है. और बाद में हर लेवल पर एजुकेशन का स्टेज में भी ऐसा फीलिंग आ गया, आपके अंदर आपका नेशन का फील नहीं है तो है ना, देयर इज़ नो पर्पस ऑफ एजुकेशन. वही है.
ओके सर, जब हम किसी भी अच्छे रास्ते पे चलते हैं तो बहुत सारे चैलेंजेस हमारे सामने आते हैं. तो क्या कभी जब आप इस रास्ते पे चले तो क्या कभी आपको लगा कि नहीं, मुझे ये रास्ता छोड़ देना चाहिए, या फिर कभी कोई ऐसा पॉइंट आया हो तो उस पॉइंट पे आपने अपने आप को कैसे मोटिवेटेड रखा, अगर ऐसा कभी हुआ तो?
देखो, लाइफ में बिना चैलेंजेस लाइफ नहीं है. मैं आज सुबह भी यही बात करता था बच्चों को. लाइफ इज़ अ सीरीज ऑफ चैलेंजेस. So that will come to you one after the other. What makes us different is how capable and intelligent we are in meeting these challenges.
Yes.
Because challenges are freely given. You can't run away from challenges. So neither you can run away nor you can avoid. So the best way is think intelligently and try to face it and then find out a solution. So कई बार आपको आपका रोड चेंज करना पड़ेगा. Sometimes you may have to take a back foot. Nothing wrong in that. Even our army does it. When they go for an advancement, no, sometimes they feel one step they need to put back, but that is not because they are afraid of it, because they are making their position strong, and so that they can go forward much strongly. So life भी ऐसा ही है.
ओके सर, जब हम न्यू एजुकेशन पॉलिसी 2020 की बात करते हैं तो आपको क्या लगता है कि ये जो है सिर्फ एक शिक्षा नीति है या फिर ये एक सभ्यता को पुनर्स्थापित करने का एक प्रयास है?
देखो, इसको न्यू एजुकेशन पॉलिसी नहीं, ऐसा बोलना चाहिए न्यू नेशनल एजुकेशन पॉलिसी. NEP is National Education Policy, and the latest one is 2020. So that is why it is called NEP 2020. It's a new national education policy. The purpose of education, the fundamental purpose of any education is to make you free in thinking. Okay, number one. भारत का कॉन्सेप्ट ही यही है. भारत में हम लोग ऐसा डिफाइन किया एजुकेशन को, तत्कर्म यन्न बंधाय सा विद्याय विमुक्तये. उसका मीनिंग है, व्हाट इज दैट कर्म एक्शन दैट कैन ब्रेक द बॉन्डेज, लिबरेशन. सो इफ एन एजुकेशन is incapable of taking you out of your bondage, that education has no purpose. Liberation का meaning ये है, it is not the physical liberation, it is the mental liberation. So भारत में education system have never imposed anything on anybody, and we never believed that there is teaching is possible to anyone. Nobody can teach anybody anything. The only option is you need to learn it. So to become a learner, every student should become a learner. The students need to acquire a quality called seeker. You have to become a seeker. The moment you become a seeker, you will automatically learn. So education, Bharatiyata education system is focusing on converting every individual student based on his capability, whether it is physical, intellectual, psychological, whatever it is, and give him or her an opportunity to liberate himself or herself, to break all these bondages and think himself or herself, to find out the reality. That is the purpose. So NEP is focusing more on making every student, each one of you, a successful human being, because you are all important. There is no need of any examination to stamp you, to say that you are a winner. If you are born in this planet Earth without having any handicap, without having any mental illness, it means you are already successful, because there is only one person like you. You cannot show me a second person out of 700 crore people, only you are there. It means the God, the creator or the nature want only one person like you. So you don't need to become anybody else. So the system, the education system should be capable of identifying all your strength. Once I can identify your strength, I can take it out and develop it and make you a much more successful individual. So NEP 2020 is focusing on making every individual a successful person, to contribute for the development of the nation and for the development of the world.
ओके सर, NEP 2020 की जब बात करते हैं तो मल्टी डिसिप्लिनरी एजुकेशन और इसके साथ मल्टीपल एग्जिट और एंट्री के ऑप्शंस यहाँ पर है, तो आपको क्या लगता है ग्राउंड लेवल पे ये कितना जो है सक्सेसफुल हो पा रहा है?
This is the best system we all were waiting when we were students. I'll tell you, for example, when we were doing a simple graduation program, just imagine, I spent my 3 years, because those days graduation were 3 years after 12th class. The third year, you passed all examinations, and by chance if you fail one single paper, you will get a failed stamp, as if you have not passed the degree. It is wrong. Actually, you have already qualified in 95% of the subjects. Suppose in a paper something like mathematics, if you get 90 out of 100, will you call yourself failure?
No.
You got A plus. This is the same way. You have qualified almost all the subjects of study except one. So I cannot call you a failure. So you should get an option. Suppose your capability is not matching with a few things, you need to have another exit option. I'll tell you a very interesting example. For example, suppose Lata Mangeshkar ji, if she were poor in mathematics, ऐसा सोचो, she won't be able to pass 10th class. Just because your existing system says to pass 10th class you need to pass maths, physics, English, chemistry, and you stamp her or that individual as a failure. You can't. If you just observe and listen one single song what Lataji can sing, maybe world's best mathematician cannot sing it if you practice 50 years. So how can you say that this is see, you are measuring with your own some measurement gauge everybody, which will not work out. Everybody need to be measured with their own capability. So here, suppose you did your first year, suddenly something happened, your father or they got transferred to south or somewhere else, family had to shift. Can you give up your study? No. Or you had some urgent requirement and you are the only breadwinner in family, you are forced to work somewhere. What you will do? You stopped your study for time being and you took care of your family, worked for another 2 years. So first year whatever subjects you have done, you put it in your academic bank of credit. You have an ABC. You earned few credits, worked couple of years, then you decided, okay, instead of commerce I want to do media technology. So you found out an institute which can take you, you joined second year and you earned another credits. And the moment you earn 120 credits or 140 credits as per the rule, you will become a graduate. So education system should make everybody a winner. NEP will give you that option. Suppose you want to exit after first year, you did few courses. What skill you can use out of it is the big question. To match that skill, maybe you do an extra course and you get maybe an accounting certification. Tally you did, you qualified, you became a separate certificate saying that as a tally expert. So maybe after her first year you left, you take up a job in that level and work for a couple of years, then you upgrade. So every stage of study, student need to have an option to exit, also to enter. Education is not to categorize people in level wise or in intelligence wise, it is only to make every individual who aspire to do an education to become successful. That is the option you have in NAP.
सर यूनिवर्सिटी लेवल पे जब हम बात करें तो क्या जो यूनिवर्सिटीज़ हैं उनको कस्टमाइज्ड पॉलिसी बनाने का यहाँ पे इनिशिएटिव ले सकते हैं वो, या फिर अभी भी जो है सेंट्रलाइज्ड रिजिड स्ट्रक्चर है यहाँ पे?
ऐसा नहीं है, फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी है, बिकॉज हर यूनिवर्सिटी में एक एकेडमिक काउंसिल है, सेपरेट एग्जीक्यूटिव काउंसिल है. एकेडमिक काउंसिल इज इंडिपेंडेंट ऑफ डिसाइडिंग यूनिवर्सिटीज एजुकेशनल प्रोग्राम. So suppose based on, suppose you have all these facilities here, so the kind of a course program what you can run may not be possible for another institute, they don't need to. So ये सब के पास अपना flexibility होना चाहिए, उसके हिसाब से डिज़ाइन करना चाहिए, ये possible है, there is no rigidity in that.
Okay. सर आप सिर्फ नेशनल ही नहीं इंटरनेशनल लेवल पर भी आपको बहुत सारे अवार्ड्स मिले हैं, सम्मानित आप हुए हो, तो आपको क्या लगता है ये जो इंडियन स्टूडेंट्स हैं उनको इंटरनेशनल एक्सपोजर की कितनी ज़रूरत है?
See, out of all the students I have seen, probably I found Indian students are the best.
Okay.
In analytical skills, multitasking skills, then what is that any tough situation comes, how to manage it. Uncertainty avoidance index बोलता है. There's a professor called Hofstede, he conducted a study on national character of every country, in which he found uncertainty avoidance index is highest for Indians. For example, you go out of our university now, outside is very chaotic, sometimes there could be a traffic jam or some strike, rasta rokho, we have no tension, immediately we will find out a way and we will manage. Suddenly power supply will go, we have no worry. So every situation we can manage. So this way Indian students are very good. I can say just like that I found similar students in China,
Okay.
also in Korea. They are all equally good, just like 2-3 countries I can say. So we are no way inferior. And what we don't have is more of the practicality of what we study. The main difference between Western education and here, there you have an option to understand the complete practical application. That's the reason why our children, when they go there, no, they easily pick up. You ask any of your relatives, they all will tell, my cousin is topper there, my everybody is topper there. It means as if nobody is there. Not like that. Our students are really good. We can do very well. And once they get this exposure, they can come back and develop the our national systems. And next time, I mean, the time is for India now. It's coming up.
Yeah.
So you have a lot of options. You all have born at the right time in this country. So you need to have that exposure, because we need to know what is happening in the world. Just by sitting here, everything you can't. Okay, maybe through net you will understand, but you need to go and physically experience it.
Yeah.
What is going on there, and that's a big education. And I believe everyone should do that. Everyone should go, learn, and come back and develop the nation.
हाँ सर, जैसे आपने बताया कि उन्हें वापस आना चाहिए, तो सर जैसे हम देखते हैं तो ज़्यादातर ब्रेन ड्रेन की बात होती है, तो क्या आपको लगता है कि उसकी जगह ब्रेन गेन की बात होनी चाहिए?
ऐसे ब्रेन ड्रेन ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. सी, इट वाज देयर ऑलवेज. See, in the evolution process, if you take of mankind, wherever benefit is there, the human sects have moved. At some point of time, when we were having Nalanda, Takshashila, lot of other country people were coming here to study, because they found this is much better place to learn. So they were here. Today also, some specific subjects people come here. They come here to study. Some Ayurvedas, Sanskrit. We have our own lot of strength. So to learn that, people come here. Same way our people will also go there. And if someone feels that living situation is better than this, he may remain there for some time. Some of them will come back. There is no issue. We have 140 crore population, lot of youngsters. Whatever number goes, it's okay. After some time they will come back. The rest are all here. So it is a very paltry, meager sum which is moving out of our country. No issue.
सर, तकनीकी शिक्षा जो दौर है आज का, इसमें इंडियन नॉलेज सिस्टम को किस तरीके से इंटीग्रेट किया जा सकता है?
See, here we have to look at it in two different ways. We had a very strong Indian knowledge system in the past. Somewhere in between, our students lost that confidence to tell that we also had a great past. We thought that everything outside is great and ours is bad. But now they realize that is not the case. We also had a past. Its meaning is not that just talk stories about past and just sleep, which will not work out. We have to be very proud of our past. We had a great past. We embrace that strongly and we develop it further. Actually, Honorable Prime Minister Saab wahi bola, like embrace every technology possible in the world. Best technologies, indigenize it, make it the best. Suppose a particular concept costing $10 per unit, if you can make it in $1 in India, develop such systems. That's the way Viksit Bharat will come. This is what we are focusing now. So we need to have that confidence to say that Bharatiya Gyan Sampada also very strong like any other system, like German systems or Japanese system or French system. Bharatiyata Gyan Sampada is also a great system to strengthen. So through which we will get educated, both internal and external education, and we will modify it and make it completely indigenized. That's the purpose of IKS.
सर, जो एआई है और अगर हम मानवीय मूल्यों की बात करें, तो क्या आपको लगता है कि ये दोनों साथ में कोएग्जिस्ट कर सकते हैं, या फिर फ्यूचर में हमें एथिक्स को लेके एक बड़ा सवाल हमारे सामने खड़ा होगा?
This is a very important question and it takes some time also to answer. Um, Artificial intelligence cannot overpower human. First of all, take it out of
Yeah.
from that. It is all pre-programmed things what it can do as per we planned.
Yeah.
Decisions can be more precise. For example, the most intelligent person in this world can have a decision of an average 60-65% accuracy, but maybe an AI based decision system can have a 74 to 75% accuracy. So, because it can handle n number of data, millions of data, and get into a finer conclusion. But ethics is more important today. When I did engineering, I had only a couple of subjects, social sciences, rest are all hardcore engineering and mathematics. But today, the amount of knowledge what you have got no meaning. Earlier, everything I was supposed to store it in my brain and unload it as and when I am in need. Today, it can be in cloud, it can be in my noise making instrument, that mobile phone. So, suppose you have certain knowledge on a subject, only 60%. The remaining 40% you can compensate from that noise making instrument which is in your hand. Somebody may have 90% of that subject knowledge, he will take only 10%. So, whether it is recorded in the brain or that equipment has no meaning. Are you able to gather the data what you are in need at the time of requirement is important. And if you can take a decision, there is no problem. So, the way of understanding subjects, because information is ubiquitous today, so we need to know how to collect the right data at the right time and how to analyze it and how to take an inference out of it. That's the only thing. And coming back to the value part, see, I can tell you an example. If you read a book called 21 Lessons from 21st Century by this Israeli professor, in which one typical situation, Yuval Noah Harari, he has written that book, in which he is telling a very typical situation where suppose I am driving my car, which is an AI driven car, and in front of my car suddenly a group of children jumped in. My car has to take a decision in a fraction of a second whether my car should hit these kids, or the very same car should take a left turn or right turn, hit on the wall or tumble into the valley, killing the owner himself. Maybe my system, AI based system, may take a decision that it is better to kill the owner himself, because I am an old man, I am in my 4th phase of life. Maybe some young kids like you need to live furthermore, because to saving your life is more important than saving my life. So, my AI system has to take such a decision. So, this kind of lot of crucial decisions we need to take in life. That is the reason why value and values and ethics are very important. We need to teach it, and we also need to program it into such systems. So, we focus today, NEP, again I am coming back, NEP 2020 is focusing a lot on human values and ethics, because unless and until if you are not a good human being, what is the point of all this study? What is the value of your knowledge? There is no worth for it. So, we need to focus a lot on value systems and ethics.
तो सर, आपने आपका इतना मतलब 4 दशक के करीब का आपका अनुभव है इसमें, मतलब आपने बहुत सारी भूमिकाएं निभाई हैं वाइस चांसलर के पद पर, और भी अन्य बहुत बड़ी काम आपने करे हैं। तो आपको सबसे ज़्यादा चैलेंजिंग रोल क्या लगा आपकी लाइफ में?
I think yet to come.
Okay.
This is what I think. Okay, ये I enjoyed my whole life, because मैं आपको शुरू में ही बताया था, बिना चैलेंजेस लाइफ नहीं है, और हम क्या सोचा है ऐसा नहीं हो जाएगा लाइफ में, कुछ ना कुछ अलग आएगा। वो आने समय बी सिंसियर, बी कमिटेड, try to solve it. And see, basically I am a teacher. My address is I am a teacher. I think teaching is the noblest profession which you can think of in life. So I am blessed to be in the right field, and I did that throughout my life. Future also I'll do that. Parallelly do some academic administrations, other activities, or maybe guiding students, whatever best possible. So I'm still looking for a better challenge which can really shake me or take my time much more.
ओके सर, आप यहाँ आए और आपने हमारी यूनिवर्सिटी में हमारे स्टूडियो का विजिट किया, तो आपको कैसा लगा? आपका यहाँ का अनुभव कैसा रहा?
Oh, this is an amazing setup because आप you are all very lucky actually. यहाँ बच्चा आपके पास इतना facilities है. Make the best use of it because the whole world is in front of you. Media science is the most important science in the coming time. If media is not, it could be print media, electronic media, or any kind of media. So media sciences and technology will be a part and parcel of everything in the coming time. So you have such a wonderful facility here. Make the best use of it. Learn as much as you can. Again I tell you, nobody will teach you. Okay, there is no teaching. You have to learn. Be a seeker. Become a seeker. Put that fire in your belly. Okay. One more point I want to tell you. If you have not fallen in love with your subjects, that subject will never love you back. So maybe you would have chosen this field, somebody told, or by accidental. Forget all those things. If you have not yet fallen in love, by today fall in love with media, fall in love with media technology. The moment you start loving, it will give you back. World will be with you.
ओके, थैंक यू सो मच सर कि आप आए, आपने अपने अनुभव साझा किए, हमें समझाया कि शिक्षा सिर्फ एक डिग्री नहीं होती बल्कि एक दिशा तय करती है. तो थैंक यू सो मच सर, आपके बिजी स्केड्यूल से टाइम निकालने के लिए. आज के लिए इतना ही. ऐसे ही तमाम एपिसोड्स के लिए देखते रहिए YMC संचार. धन्यवाद.